to you by
youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
News tonight at 10. We are here to bring you what's making headlines. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. Now straight away into the bulletin. President Yoweri Museveni has passed out 1,372 secondary school teachers who completed a 12-day patriotism ideology training at Ntare School, Mbarara. The program, organized by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps, drew teachers from 8 districts in Greater Mbarara and Ntungamo under the theme Transforming Teachers' Lives Through Patriotism Training. And of course, Museveni urged them to promote wealth creation, patriotism and Pan-Africanism. While the First Lady, Janet Kataha Museveni, congratulated them, she emphasized that teachers' role as frontline soldiers in Uganda's transformation.
The religious leaders, local government leaders present here, the leadership and management of Ntare School that are hosting us today, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. It gives me a lot of pleasure to join you this afternoon as we mark the conclusion of this important patriotism ideology training. I congratulate all the teachers who have successfully completed this life-impacting training that I believe will transform our schools and, above all, to start with the lives of the individual participants, the teachers themselves. I must thank Ms. Helen Seku and the entire National Patriotism Secretariat for the job well done in keeping the fire of patriotism burning. Thank you. Keeping this fire of patriotism burning in the hearts of our young people, the students and pupils, and now reaching out to touch the teaching service itself. Thank you so much.
It is very crucial for us to get prosperity. Remember the prosperity we want. Now, the moment you are clear about that, then now that's how we come to the NRM principles, the one they taught you here, patriotism. Because the moment you become a wealth creator, like me and Mama, from the very beginning, we are agricultural people, producing milk, producing beef, producing bananas in Ntungamo and other places. But the question was, if you produce a good or a service, who buys it? Who buys what you produce? Who buys our milk? When I produce milk in Rwakitura, the Banyankole don't buy so much from me because they all have milk. I have milk, they have milk. I have beef, they have beef. I have bananas, they have bananas. So the majority of the people who buy from us here in Ankole are people from Kampala. They're the ones who buy much of the milk, the beef, the bananas. and the other products. So, it is Uganda which helps Ankole to get out of poverty, mainly. Yes, some of the locals also buy, but the majority are the ones from Kampala. So therefore, you will find that the prosperity of Ankole depends a lot on Uganda. Uganda buys the product of Ankole. Uganda buys the product of Buganda. Uganda buys the products of Acholi. You can find Acholi is producing Simsim in Kitgum, all of them Simsim. They don't easily buy from one another. But the people of Kampala are the ones who buy the Simsim. And that's why we were able to say, oh, you people love Uganda. Why love Uganda? Because you need it for your own good, for your own prosperity. Hence, patriotism.
Prime Minister Robina Nabbanja has launched a mobilization effort in Buganda to consolidate support for President Museveni ahead of the 2026 elections. Speaking to the NRM leaders at the Homis Darlin Primary School in Gayaza, Kasangati sub-county, Nabbanja urged members to end fighting, which she said weakens the party and undermines service delivery.
As the country prepares for the 2026 general elections, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabbanja, has embarked on a mobilization campaign to ensure that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni regains more support in the Buganda region. The Prime Minister today spent part of the day in Gayaza, in Kasangati sub-county, in Wakiso district, to mobilize the NRM leaders in Kyadondo East and Kira municipality. The Prime Minister highlighted some of the achievements the NRM has registered in Kyadondo East.
Bagamba era basima Nayikondo 12 ate ne bagamba nti ebyalo 710 okuva ku byalo 720 ebiri e Wakiso byafuna amazzi amayonjo ekitegeeza 99%. Eno ripooti gijje wammwe. Esente ez'okwekulaakulanya it is 60 billion 60.441 billion nkaaga zirimu mwezetoolera muno. Kakati esente z'emyoga waliwo n'omwoga gw'abakulembeze mugumanyi ogwo. Youth Livelihood Program ziri 1 billion 998 million 726 150 shillings. Biliyoni z'abavubuka mweziri.
Kati mama kyekimulese ajje mwana akakase ddala bye twogerako byebyo biki ebiganye tusobole okubitereeza mu myezi gino emitono egisigaddeyo. Muleme okubaako ekyekwaso kubanga abali wano muli bakulembeze mazima tujja kukwatibwa ensonyi era tetuddangamu okubanja nga ddala naffe tulemeddwa okutuusa kubanga obanja ki kyotaawa.
However, the NRM chief mobilizer, Rosemary Seninde, reported to the Prime Minister about the infighting that is crippling the NRM, especially in Wakiso district.
Kubanga twasanga polling stations ezimu nga tulinako NRM obululu 5 ne weebuuza 30 gali luddawa. N'osanga awamu nga waliwo 0 30 nga gali luddawa. N'osanga nga n'akoomya akalulu tawadde NRM. Kakati twagenda okukizuula from the leaders mu bakulembeze bennyini ne batuwa ansa eno ne batugamba abamu baazira abalala tebaateekayo mutima kubanga obaolyawo abaawaggulu tebaakwatagana tebaakozesa bukulembeze bwaffe. Twakizuula nga NRM terina opposition yeffe. Nga bwe njagala okubabuulira ne mukyala mulunzi wa nkoko. Enkoko bwe zeebojja zetta. Kakati ffe ab'NRM omulimu gwe tukoze omunene nnyo gwa kwebojja ne tumala ne twesaanyaawo.
The Prime Minister cautioned the party members about the infighting among the NRM party members.
mwe ku lujjuliro temuliiko mwayejjako. Buli ku lujjuliro mwalinayo omukyalo ono. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Nagwo omusango gwa muzeeyi. Bwe mulaba omuntu akulaakulanyeeko mmwe ne mutandika omukuba paka lwe mumuvunza, kale mwevunza. Ebitundu ebirala tebavunza baabwe.
She urged the NRM members not to dare support those who want to unseat President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Nze kambabuulire tulina omukisa gumu gwe njagala okubalaga. Bannayuganda bannange tulina omukisa Katonda gwe yatuwa bwe tutannaba kulaba abamu. Abasinga mugulaba naye abamu tebannagulaba. Nsaba mugula amaaso mugulabe. China mu 1959 twali ku level emu ne Uganda. Ne bafuna president bamuyita Mao n'abakulembera emyaka egisukka mu 5 bamuyitanga chairman Mao. N'abakulembera emyaka egisukka mu meka. Naye bannayuganda president yakatukulembera emyaka 39 gyokka. Bali awo bali atukulembedde emyaka mingi. Bannayuganda bannange, mmwe abali wano n'abatulaba, mumanyi we tuvudde, mumanyi we tuli, mumanyi we tulaga. Nze njagala okubasaba bwe kituuka ku ntebe y'obwa president, oba oli wa kibiina ki oba oli wa kibiina ki, togeza kugezesa mikisa. Eyo entebe si yakugezesesaako, era ekyo tekikkirizibwa.
The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Anita Among, has urged believers to support the pray for their religious leaders. She made the remarks during the celebrations to mark the 25 years of priesthood for Father Edward Mwanga Kizito Chiyimba and Joseph Chirumira at St. Charles Rwanga Ntinda.
Parliament, Anita Among has thanked government for supporting the church and pledged continued commitment to women and faith-based institutions.
And I want to assure all the women of Uganda will have inclusivity in whatever happens in this country. The woman will always come on the front line on whatever happens in government. And I want to thank our president. I want to thank the president for ensuring that most leaders in this country, when you look at Honorable Nziwa there, most leaders in this country are women. And not just women, even the church is represented. We thank God that the Catholic Church will continue growing, especially that we have leaders who are Catholics in this government. I also want to thank government for accepting to give a parking to the parishioners here. That is a testimony that as government we believe in freedom of worship.
This was during celebrations to mark 25 years of priesthood for Father Edward Mwanga Kizito Chiyimba and Joseph Chirumira at St. Lawrence Semusu encouraged the faithful to remain steadfast in their mission and praised the Speaker for her unwavering support to the parish.
Our dear jubilarians, continue to be filled with the Spirit so that your people may drink deeply from the grace that overflows from you. Never allow your pots or valley dams of grace to run dry.
Of parking, and we are closed out to park in the playground. Using your good office, because you love St. Charles Rwanga and you love your church, you managed to reverse the negativity that had happened, the challenge, and we signed an MOU. We are now parking and the playground gets filled, the church
Over Jubilee reaffirmed the bond between the church, community and national leadership.
Dear faithful, all you that these priests serve, I want to urge you, love your priests. Pray for them, support them, encourage them, and walk with them in a
Musanya compiled this report for UBC.
The Electoral Commission has concluded nominations for local government council candidates contesting the LC5 chairperson seat and directly elected councillors in Rukungiri district. As we hear more in this report. Now, we will be bringing you that story in our subsequent bulletin. Now, over to Moroto. The nomination exercise for district leaders in Moroto has ended successfully, registering a strong showing from the independents alongside political parties such as FDC and NUP. 4 candidates have been cleared to contest for the district chairperson position.
Stephanie Namer as District Woman Councillor representing Kappa.
Those nominated in Moroto to participate in local council elections include NRM flag bearer Angelo Pulokol, John Lokwang, who came second in the NRM primaries, incumbent district chairperson David Kariyang, who finished third, Paul Olo. NUP's George Francis Ojamuge was blocked after failing to secure the required signatures, while independent aspirant Chero Emmanuel was also missed out following his earlier loss in Tepeth County to Michael Lokawa.
Exercise so far today being the third day has been concluded successfully. We had many candidates who turned up for nomination. So far we have nominated 4 candidates for LC5. 3 were independent candidates and 1 was a flag bearer for NRM. But in total, 6 picked nomination forms, but only 4 turned up for nomination.
In total, 58 aspirants were cleared for councillor positions, 28 for the 9 directly elected seats and 19 women aspirants, youth, workers and PWD's representatives were nominated unopposed. Candidates outlined their visions for improved service delivery, while opposition and independent hopefuls explained why they are challenging the dominant NRM in Karamoja.
Ended up in a mess. There were a lot of squabbles and nobody was guiding the council. So an appeal from the elders and even technocrats said, please come and assist to see how you can guide the council.
Corruption for NRM. Now my heart is like, no, I cannot continue with this party. It is better I go somewhere where I can see most.
The exercise continues next week with nominations for municipality mayors and councillors from September 8th to 10th, and municipal division mayors and councillors between
Now, residents of Kisenze village, Ampata sub-county in Mukono district, were shocked when their chairman, Arthur Blick, locked himself inside his house during a mediation meeting led by Senior Presidential Assistant for Special Duties, Fiona Barunge. Let's hear more in this report.
Following complaints from residents accusing Blick of harassment, intimidation and illegal evictions.
Chairman tunamugamba tutulaki sisobola okuwa kibanja kyo mukadde era twakyo jakunkola kugenda jokola ki jiweyewulira wonna yejerusalemu itulevukayo nenga n'abatuvunaana si baakuna bapangisa nga chairman yo yabapangisa okusobola okutugulako emisango tusobole okubeera mu makomera atwale amataka gaffe.
Era omuti ogwo omuwafu abantu bonna badde bagulondako empafu nga bamanyi nti omuti gwe wange wali naye ono omwami yagenda n'agukwata n'agusibako n'essengenge n'aŋŋamba tosalanga wano ku muti guno guno gwange.
Ebiraga nti wagula ettaka eryo n'agamba nti ebiwandiiko enkuyege zaakola ki zaabirya okukkaanya ate agaanye okukola okuvaayo. Kati Madamu Fiona kyembadde nsaba nze mbadde njagala tukkaanya ensonga zino zikole ki zigwe zanziriza ettaka lya taata wange.
Although urged to attend, Bleak refused, instead summoning committee members to his home. When Barungi and residents arrived, he locked himself inside. The meeting proceeded outside his house, where residents accused him of intimidation and illegally holding both LC1 and LC2 positions.
Chairman oli afa wafa chairman LC Filiba no aduka mangwa je stamp abeera nayo tumukubeera nayo wakola olukujjukujju bayita RDC ne bayambisa omukisa okwo okujikwasaani.
Barungi said Harvest followed a petition by a resident, Annette Nakafu, who accused Bleak of grabbing her land. She pledged to return after investigations, assuring residents of protection against unlawful evictions.
Omuntu omukulu kweje emyaka okweyisa bwatyo kwezi nze sijja kuluma mu mazima ngogera nga bwe gali kale tukeereye weewaawo naye ate yakozeewo ki ng'omuntu omukulu so ate n'atuyita n'atutambuza n'atutuusa wano ne yeesibira mu nnyumba ku myaka gy'oyo omwami ekyo si kituufu. Sigenda kukyengerayo ennaku ezitali zaawala tuddemu tuwandiike tusabe RDC okubeerawo awulirize abantu b'ekitundu kiki ekibabaddeko olw'omuntu omu atulugunya ekyalo.
Jamil Sekaja for UBC.
The family of the late Suleiman Mukasa is locked in a bitter dispute over 264 acres of land belonging to Suleiman Mukasa and Sons Company Limited. The wrangle has divided younger children from elder siblings accused to conspiring to try and sell the land illegally.
Conflict surfaced at Nyabusozi, Kamalia, where Mayanja Sulaiman, a director, petitioned Presidential Assistant Fiona Barungi. He stressed that the land belongs to the company, not to their late father personally.
Eritaka tiri abakuru banjabo personally. Nitaka lya company, whereby mkutule tuine mutata, tuine kushtama, that is after transmission ya shares ezo. Tukarebenjere itwa dilinga nebintu ebyo shares ezo.
He accused his sister Rosette of forging URSB documents to reduce company shares from 5,000 to 100, allegedly to take over the land. He also pointed at individuals like Rebiraro Benson and Jimrex Muzuni as illegal occupants.
Kanirieri afturi Jimrex Muzuni na Benson Rebiraro hubari claim yaberi ngu bakuru banje bakabaguza sheye yabo, which share is yet to be established by the company. Why am I also telling you that? Because as a family of 20, we had to agree on who takes what and where.
Benson, represented by Muzuni, said they illegally bought the land in 2019 and were wrongly branded as grabbers.
It was unfortunate. Kubanga siri mubbi sina na office ya government jenkola nekozesa era sente.
Rosette countered, accusing elder siblings of filing over 20 suits to frustrate the family.
Bana bakaba babali over 20 cases on every district from Kampala to Chiruhura to Mbarara to Rwanda. Lati abana bariya abakuja nabo no yabirata kwe mwanya kandi ina 30%, so they were always on my neck. Bariya.
Accompanied by their lawyer, Mayanja's siblings dismissed his claims, insisting Benson lawfully purchased the land.
For troubling them. Actually, the state attorney the other day told me that the case is ready and it's been sanctioned. But that is on account of his avarice for total annihilation of cohesion in his late father's family. Everything mischievous. That sister is not in this equation. He purports to speak for his young brothers and his big brothers. Who is here?
Balungi urged calm, promising to review documents before making conclusions. She cautioned the family against violence and stressing they remain relatives.
Some people use technicalities of law. And of course, State House. State House. And what hurt me is that he was biased. We compare notes with a funded narration, then to so when it is going to lead me to be into the according to his submission, because we are a point so we are going to compare notes. I believe we are going to come up with a decision.
Jamil Sekaja for UBC.
Now, leaders and elders in Yumbe district are urging government to lower the eligibility age for beneficiaries under the Social Assistance Grant for Empowerment Program, urging that many vulnerable elderly die before reaching 80 years. Let's hear more in this report.
Iganga Assistant RDC Caroline Chiwala has warned youths against being misled by selfish politicians that often make them end in jail. Chiwala was speaking at the annual youth conference in Kamuli district. She advised young people in Jinja Diocese to guard against being used by politicians to incite electoral violence ahead of the 2026 polls.
Everyone in society is targeting the youth. Some politicians are targeting the youth to commit violence, to fight their wars. At the end of the day, they leave the youth in chaos, encouraging them to be different from the rest of the youth who take up, who participate in election violence, to have peaceful campaigns. Let candidates present their manifestos and let them choose their leaders peacefully without violence.
Diocesan Youth Chaplain Reverend Father Francis Kanusu said the conference aimed at equipping youths with values to safely navigate the election period.
You find youth getting involved in these political things when they are not yet prepared to know what things are likely to happen. But when they are prepared through such a gathering, they will know how to positively welcome this political battle and also choose to meaningfully involve in these rallies so that they are not negatively affected.
Diocesan Youth Chairperson Joseph Oboth also emphasized the importance of supporting the boy child as a way of strengthening families.
When you go to a classroom, you find that the girls are over 60 to 70% in the class and the boys are very few.
Conference urged youths to balance modernity with African values, minimize social media distractions and commit to community transformation.
Because of the modernization that has impacted on the youth, that has taken toll on our youth today, the youth are on social media, using social media in a bad way, promoting hate speech.
Overusing social media is leading to their poor performances in school, is leading to neglect or breakdown in relationships with their parents. You can imagine children are now isolating themselves in their homes.
Now, in Jinja Diocese, young people in Jinja Diocese have been cautioned against being used by politicians to fuel electoral violence ahead of the 2026 general elections.
Big thing about the MTN Super. Wali yakapia musite wali yakapia. MTN kabo de super mustairo mpia. Then you kabo de smartphone nebya kabiryona. MTN kabode super mustairo mpya. The new Kabode smartphone nebya kabibyonna.
Get the new Kabode Super smartphone and enjoy 16 GB free. Start with a deposit of only 45,000 Uganda shillings and pay the rest mpola in daily installments of less than 1K. You can also make weekly and monthly installments. Together, our vibes are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply.
MTN.
MTN is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the rider selection campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
In our next segment, residents of Tororo have applauded the Rotary Club for organizing a free health camp offering consultations, immunization and cancer screenings. The outreach held in underserved areas also addressed urgent health needs, including malaria and pneumonia.
Rotary Club of Nambole, Mbalwa, and Samowori for having organized this wonderful activity of treating the community free of charge. You know, when you're a leader and your community is healthy, you're also very proud of the community.
Rotary has 7 areas of focus in which we assist our communities. And one of them is disease prevention and treatment. So today, as the Rotary Club of Oyogere Nambole, the Rotary Club of Mbalwa, and the Rotary Club of Tororo Samowori, we are dealing with one of the areas of focus, which is disease prevention and control.
So we work together with other Rotary clubs to bring these services closer to them, affordable, cheaper. So they don't have to pay anything, they just come and get the services.
Shall know that an achievement has been. But of course, there are some aspects we shall only find out when we are doing the analysis at the end of the exercise. For instance, we are doing screenings of different types, which we cannot have the results as of now.
We plan is we are trying to do this on behalf of the Ministry of Health.
Now into the health sector still, as the countdown to the UNAIDS target of ending HIV by 2030 intensifies activities, one that the persistent funding gap threatens decades of progress in treatment and prevention. UNAIDS estimates that between 2025 and 2029, the world could face 6.6 million new infections and over 4.2 million AIDS-related deaths.
One who is interested in ending AIDS must have what we call HIV action integrity, obwerufu integrity.
Despite progress in reducing new infections and AIDS-related deaths, prevention efforts are still falling short, with significant gaps in access to life-saving tools and services. The Executive Director of the Joint United Nations Programme on HIV/AIDS UNAIDS, Engineer Winnie Byanyima, says the struggle to end HIV is still hit hard by funding gap, poor access to the life-saving treatment, and above all, continued stigma and discrimination.
Today we are in crisis. With the largest and most generous contributor to the global HIV response pulling back with the closure of USAID and the reduction of PEPFAR, women across this region and in other regions have lost access to critical medicines, lost their jobs as community service providers.
Byanyima, however, says the war is not yet lost, citing the international community of women living with HIV body, saying such activists are a great milestone to end HIV.
ICW East Africa, you are on the ground in communities. I find you there. You are in the courtrooms. We see you there. You are in the corridors of power. You are ensuring that women living with HIV are heard.
The founding member of the International Community of Women Living with HIV East Africa and convener of the East African Fierce Awards, Lilian Moreko, says the 20 years of ICW East Africa have been characterized by both high and low moments for women and girls living with HIV/AIDS.
Actually, HIV is about to go. As women, we are committed to ending AIDS by 2030 because we have the tools, we have the resources, we have the expertise, and we are motivated to do that. All we need is everybody to join us.
The outspoken HIV/AIDS activist and director of health and community outreach in Operation Wealth Creation, retired Major Rubaramira Ruranga, is not impressed with the current HIV prevalence among the youth population.
So disappointed because I think Uganda was one of the first countries in this world to open up about HIV. The president went all over the country and tried to warn people about HIV. And many programs were set. The Uganda AIDS Commission was born, but up to now, the numbers of people living with HIV and AIDS is still almost the same after 40 years.
The Chinchanje Church of Jesus is holding a worldwide seminar series under the theme Testimony on the Fulfilled Realities of Revelation. Tribe leaders from South Korea are spearheading the initiative, which is also being mirrored in Uganda.
The Chinchanje Church of Jesus has held seminars in areas such as Kafunda, Nabweru, Entebbe, Bweyogerere, Nansana and Mukono, all in Uganda.
Our chairman gave a command that all Tolo tribes have to do it. And in obedience to our chairman's command, Lehman Hill, so all countries and the Tolo tribes, they have obeyed and they have opened up pastor seminar today. Also here in Uganda, we are doing the same, and we had also
opened up a photo exhibition there in Wandegaya, welcoming people to come and learn, to know what is truly happening. Not only that, we have also brought up volunteering activities through the Children's Department to make it known to the entire world and the entire nation.
In Wandegaya, the church staged a graduation photo exhibition, engaging the public in discussions on faith and inviting people to free Bible classes. The church has also engaged in community service. In Kafunda, the Children's Department organized a charity drive, donating clothes and supporting vulnerable groups.
We've gathered here with so many activities as Children's Department to make known of our department, and also Chinchan Church of Jesus is also having Children and Students Department. We've done so many activities like evangelism, volunteering and donation. We've done volunteering moving around all Naweru so that we can make the community look clean through Children and Students. And also now we have donation that is going to take place right now, donating to all those pastors who are coming here to listen to the word that we are testifying at this time.
Leaders said the seminars aim to deepen biblical understanding while promoting global unity among believers.
Today, according to the word that the pastors have received, I believe that all of us will pick up the interest to study the word of God once again so we can come to the understanding. What the promised pastor of Chinchanji is emphasizing is that we all must be able to understand the meaning of the things that God promised to us, so that when the realities appear, we are all able to believe. And this is how our faith can also...
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80#. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Every waking day is a reminder just how beautiful this, our land, truly is. The kind of...
Welcome to the business world. And now the State Minister for Works, Musa Echwero, has expressed concerns over communities around Mabida Forest whose activities have degraded the land, complicating road construction along Mukono-Jinja Highway. Let's hear more in this report.
Delays in the rehabilitation of Chigombia Ranyonyi section of Jinja Road, attributing them to alleged bureaucratic bottlenecks within the technical team.
The in-house team must now be semi-autonomous. You are supposed to become semi-autonomous. Do your own small procurement, do your own small accounting, do your so that you move easily without going through. The other ones are in the office there, they sit on those chairs that swing. They don't know what's going on here. They don't know what's going on here. That's why today I said, let me take the big people, let them come and see firsthand so that they go back and help us.
Immediately starting from tomorrow, graders and the rollers, yes. Yeah, this is the session, and in the meantime, we are going to check for the status of the bitumen.
That's why we are making sure that we maintain with the dust separation to make sure that there is no more dust as we continue shaping those other sections that have deepened. And that one we are doing.
While inspecting road repairs on Mukono-Jinja Highway, the minister expressed dismay at further delays in works around Mabila Forest, where flooding linked to environmental degradation has hampered progress.
Mabila is no more. And I would want really all our people to know that. Actually, the president has been a bigger
Well, we are intercepted by the presence of a live happening at Kololo by Minister Balam. So we're signing out. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. Thank you once again for being a part of us. So we're heading towards Kololo for a live coverage. Good night.